AI agents are changing the way people work, and if you're not paying attention, you'll miss out on the huge benefits that they're giving to people within their businesses and their work to make things more efficient and help them do more. I've spent the last few weeks testing out different AI agent tools and looking on the web for various use cases that people have put together for these AI agents. By the end of this video, you'll have a list of 25 different use cases that you can put into your businesses. And hopefully you'll see a few things that you didn't know could be automated before. Let's just get into it. So I've divided the use cases into these 5 groups that you see here, and we'll be going through them throughout the video. Let's start with the first group, productivity and admin. Okay, the first use case on the list is the inbox manager, which I've built a template for that you can access in the link below. I built this within a tool called Relevance AI. It's a no-code platform that allows you to build AI agents. And the way this one works is it's able to respond to all emails, and it knows the difference between a marketing email or a newsletter, so it knows to ignore those straight away and just respond to normal emails. At the top, I've sent an email earlier asking if I'm available at 12 p.m. And further down, we could see it's just given a basic response, which is fine. So that is the inbox manager. From there, you can really develop it even further, so you really don't have to look at your inbox ever again, and it can alert you to important emails. And other than that, you can just have this managing your inbox 24/7. All right, so now we'll look at use case number 2, the calendar scheduler. This is very good. So you can think of this as a kind of upgrade of the inbox organizer. Not only can it respond to emails, but it also can book meetings with people if they are asking for meetings at certain times. So for example, you could see the same email here, are you available at 12 p.m? But this time, instead of just responding, it's given a few dates and times based on my calendar, which I connected earlier. So that is the calendar scheduler, and that is good for personal use, but also good for booking meetings with potential clients as well, if that's what you're doing. Right, the third use case on the list. So the third use case on the list actually exists in another platform, which is another no-code AI agent tool. This one is called Lindy AI, and this one is a meeting prep assistant. And what this will do is before every meeting you have with a new potential client or customer, it will actually take a look at their email address and perform some research on the attendees. If you set it up right, you can also have it search LinkedIn as well. You can definitely do that in Relevance AI. I'm pretty sure you could do it in Lindy AI as well. And here is the flow. It's pretty simple. When a calendar event is started, the AI agent is going to find those profiles on LinkedIn, and then it sends you all that information via email as well. And that's just so you go to your meetings a lot more prepared as well. So that one is built within Lindy AI. All right, so number 4 on our list is automating your CRM admin. And this is one I found on Reddit by the user Personal Present 9789, and they built quite an extensive CRM admin tool, and it seems like it does quite a few things. So 1 hour before meeting, auto sends reps and some meeting notes beforehand. After the meeting, it adds a summary of the meeting, sends an email summary as well. It also creates some proposals with custom drafts. It's to help their sales reps become more productive. I'm not sure if they say what platform they've used in this example. I know they have used Salesforce, but this is the kind of thing you can do in Relevance AI or in Lindy AI as well. So that will definitely be one you would want to explore if you have a large sales team, or even if you're doing the sales yourself. This can just take off a lot of that admin so you can focus on what's important within your business. Okay, so we have the Slack summarizer, and what the Slack summarizer can do is it can actually summarize conversations that have happened within a particular Slack channel. This is useful for those of you in large team where there's a lot of discussion happening, and then you can just ask for a quick summary. I'll show you how that works. Give me a summary of what's been said recently. And I've already connected my Slack account to Relevance. If this is your first time seeing Relevance AI and you need a tutorial, I have made a beginner's guide. I'll probably leave a button for that somewhere so you can have a look at that as well. So we'll just show you how that works. Now, give me a summary of what Beeb said recently. And hit enter, and I'm just using the Relevance AI interface for this, but you can probably connect it to any interface you want. So it's just asking for Slack name, and we give it a second. All right, and we can see it's working right there. And here we go. We could see a general summary of what I've said. So there have been discussions about increasing social media, including posting more on Twitter and short form. So yeah, it just gives you a short description, and then you could be back in the mix for that one. All right, so that was the productivity and admin session done. So now we'll go into the sales and lead generation. And at number 6, the first one we have is the lead researcher. This is one that I've also built a template for that you can access in the link below. This is built on top of Relevance AI. It will essentially use Google, LinkedIn to find a potential lead, find a decision maker, and give me a lead score. In this example, I've asked the AI agent to find me leads for companies that are hiring for customer support, because in my scenario, I want to sell them some customer support AI agent. I'll just start off by typing here, find me a lead. You can see that's working. So you can see right here, it started off searching with Google. It's extracting the website content, as we could see here. Now it's researching the company and probably finding a few names of decision makers. All right, and it's done that. Now it's just verifying some email addresses, and it's scoring the lead at the moment. Okay, so we could see it's found a new lead. Here's the company, Vida Shoes. Here's the website, a company summary. Here's the name of the decision maker that I'm interested in, and it's given me a lead score of 50 as well. This is the kind of thing you can configure to whatever kind of specification for the type of leads that you're looking for your particular business. So that's a lead researcher. The next one at number 7 is the AI agent, which can become your BDR. This is built especially by Relevance AI, and it's something you can access on their higher tier plan. And what it can essentially do is handle the whole business development experience for you. So outbound sales, inbound sales, scheduling meetings, negotiating contracts. It can do all of those things in one. And I've got a demo here that it uses a combination of Relevance AI plugged into other tools like ChatGPT, of course, to give this potential customer the best offering based on who their ideal customer is, what they do, etc., etc. So that is another use case, a full-fledged BDR. And you can build one yourself, but if you go onto one of the higher tiers, Relevance AI also give it to you as well. So at number 8, we have AI phone agents. Now, I've seen quite a few of these on YouTube, but essentially what they do is it's an AI agent with a AI phone voice, so it's able to do outbound calls, handle inbound calls. I've seen different uses for them. I've seen a few people set these up as receptionists that work for them. So in this particular example built by Mammoth Sherbert, which I found on Reddit, they've implemented one within a HVAC company, and it was able to help them to manage some of the missed calls that this HVAC company was just missing. Because of that, they were able to recover some lost revenue that they wouldn't have got because the people working at this business didn't have time to answer all of those leads. So now they have an AI agent which is able to fill in the gaps and pick up on those sales as well. The company implemented an AI system to handle calls, gather customer info, and send information via text as well. So the platforms they've gone with Service Titan and a few others, and Zapier automation. But again, me personally, I would probably use Relevance AI or probably Lindy AI as well. So that was number 8. So that was the AI phone agent. Okay, so number 9 is the hacker news reporter. This one is really simple. All it does is give you a summary of what's going on in today's Hacker News. This particular example is configured for Hacker News, but you can use this logic for other news websites that are important to you or your niche as well. I'll just ask it to give me a summary of today's news. And this is a template built within Relevance AI. This isn't my template. This is one I just found in there. But if you are using Relevance AI for the first time, I would definitely recommend the easiest way to start off is just by playing around with the templates. But we can see I've asked it for a summary. It's searching Hacker News and it's summarizing the web content for me there. All right, so now we've got our summary of what's gone on for Hacker News for February 1st. You can see all the top news and a general summary there. This one is for Hacker News, but you can configure this to whatever news site you're interested in. At number 9, we have a very interesting one, which is the Knowledge Q&A Rag Checker. Now, this I would say is very useful for customer support or training within your sales team. Based on a certain kind of database of knowledge that you feed into it, you'd then be able to ask it a few questions. So what I've done in this example is I fed this AI agent a few FAQs for a general retail store. And then now what I'm able to do is ask it questions. But really, this is within the interface that you're looking at right here. The real magic of this is when you connect it to something like WhatsApp or your emails, because then it is able to answer some of your customers' questions for you that they might be asking all the time. So I'll say, do I have to wear PPE? All right, so we'll just demonstrate how it works. So do need to wear PPE. I've just sent it a question that I know it should know the answer to. So it's searching the data set I've uploaded earlier. So these are the questions, and you can normally upload the data set in pretty much a variety of forms. So it could be PDF, the CSV. It's also able to scrape websites as well. It's evaluating the response. And yes, it says, yes, employees are required to wear PPE, additionally usable gloves. So in this particular company's case, they do have to wear PPEs. The use case for this, it could be your customers. Again, it could be also internal training. But I would definitely say the magic comes in when you connect it to the different platforms. So your WhatsApps, your emails, or any other communication that you might use within your company.
Do you have any specific questions about the program?
Yes, I was wondering if the question still apply to Founder University if I only have an idea.
Yes, Founder University welcomes applicants at all stages. Would you like to learn more about applying for the next cohort?
Yeah, that would be helpful. Thank you.
So the 11th use case on our list is product demos. The AI agent is able to deliver a product demo of this particular SaaS tool that it's been trained on, and it's able to answer questions as well from the potential customer. So let me show you how. So this was created by someone in Reddit, Revolutionary Way to 90.
Welcome to the Founder University website. Do you have any specific questions about the program?
Yes, I was wondering if I should still apply to Founder University if I only have an idea.
Yes, Founder University welcomes applicants at all stages. Would you like to learn more about applying for the next cohort?
Yeah, that would be helpful. Thank you.
Let me scroll down to our FAQs to review the application process.
It's answering questions live. It knows everything about the tool. You can obviously use this for your own company to deliver more product demos if you are stretched at doing so. So that was the sales and lead generation section. Now we'll have a look at the 2 use cases for customer support. The next one on the list is a customer support AI agent. I'm also building one for an upcoming video. If you are interested in that, let me know in the comments. All right, so number 11 on our list is a customer support AI agent. Now, I'm also building my own one, which I'll be showing you in an upcoming video tutorial. So let me know if you're interested in that. But essentially what this customer support AI agent can do is field questions or queries from customers about different things. It can respond to customers, trying to clarify what exactly they mean. And it's essentially your customer support person that can work for you 24/7 all the time. So for this one, I've got a demo from our good friend at Relevance AI. So I'll show you that.
Cool. So here's an example of the agent doing its thing. Here I've sent a question to help Vitality app at gmail.com. I said, hey, can Vitality help me track how I'm taking my medication? For example, I take antihistamines daily. So I want to know, can Vitality help me there? You'll see the agent first use the check for answer tool. This looks at our knowledge table, gets relevant vector search results, and checks to see if it can answer the question. For this example, if you click this link, we can test out this tool with the inputs from this specific agent task pre-filled. Can Vitality help me track how I'm taking medication?
So yeah, this particular demo was a little bit long, but I hope you get the gist of what was going on there. They answered an email, then it checked for the answer. It's also able to check your knowledge databases as well if you have that built in. It's a customer support agent that can work for you 24/7. And then it essentially leaves a lot of those common questions that are asked by your customers all the time. They can be handled by the AI agent, and your staff or yourself can handle the more important stuff. That was a customer support AI agent. It's not just on Relevance AI. There's a few other platforms that handle them as well. And people have their different approaches. You'll see mine in an upcoming video as well.
Today, I'm going to show you how you might do an A/B test using Relevance AI tools to 50% of the time it'll equal 1 and generate a, which is to write a personalized welcome email, some basic instructions. Don't format the email in Markdown, remove all backticks,
Let's just... You just need to take something out, mate. So at number 13, we have the lifecycle marketer. And what it's able to do is whenever you get a new customer, it's able to send a series of lifecycle marketing. But the unique thing about this is it's also able to do research on that particular customer. And then it's able to include its research within those emails. Let's have a look at one AI agent I've already got here. It's been provided a name, an email address, along with the name of my company. And then when we scroll down, here is an example of the email it's created right here. So it's introduced itself, and then it's done some detective work. It knows that I work in audience. So it knows that I'm an automation expert as well. And then based on what I need and the product brief that I've given this AI agent, it's also given me a few things to help. So it's just a way to add another nice little touch to your customer base. Definitely useful, to be honest, whatever kind of company you might be working in. If you're struggling with getting people activated, this could definitely be something that could help with that. Okay, so that was the customer support sections. Now let's look at the market research AI agents. We'll start with number 14.
This is the card tab and ask it to solve task. Could you find a recipe of linguine? So ending the recipe to control the browser. Just seeing the exactly same script that I'm seeing right now with me before adding that to the cart. So let's start by to the cart. Some ingredients, recipe of linguine with clams from our recipes website, and add all ingredients to the grocery cart or Instacart. I think I already have some ingredients like butter, too. The same script that I'm seeing right now, and using the keyboard typing and mouse clicking to control the browser, just like human would. The ingredients.
So next on our list, you've probably seen it before, is ChatGPT's new operator feature. And this essentially allows ChatGPT to operate the web browser. And this opens up a whole host of different possibilities that you can do with AI agents. So you can use it to do market research for you. You could use it to research Reddit for any potential ideas. Possibilities are pretty much endless with this one. I just thought I'll show you a demo from OpenAI themselves. I'll just have this loaded up here and we'll play this now.
This to the cart, and okay, it says that it will confirm the ingredients and store with me before adding them to the cart. So let's start by finding the recipe. I'm not doing anything from now on. The operator is just doing, and I'm just watching what it's doing. What is interesting with the operator is it is using browsers that are built for the human, and it is seeing the exactly same script that I'm seeing right now, and using the keyboard typing and mouse clicking to control the browser, just like human would do. This is different from other agents that uses API or programming-based interface, which programmers might understand, but non-programmer users cannot understand really well.
So yeah, I'll pause it there, but the main point of it is, instead of other AI agents which typically just operate with APIs, this one can browse the web. So if there are any tools that you want to automate that don't necessarily have an API, this is what you can use to automate that with. But this is behind the $200 a month price plan. So that is something to take into account. So next on our list is competitive research. And this one I found on Twitter by Jacob Bank. And he's also the CEO of another AI agent tool called Relay. And he's essentially managed to use his AI agent to give him a full and in-depth competitor analysis for him. So it's creating a weekly report here, any positioning changes, pricing changes, product launches, funding announcements, and new customers or partnerships as well. It's able to aggregate all of that data for him and just give that to him on a weekly basis. So if competitive research is something that is important to you, that is something you can do right here.
Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use Lindy.
Okay, so our next one is by Lindy AI again, and this one is really to help you monitor any website changes. And then it also delivers these changes within a Slack channel message, which we can see right here. It extracts the web text, gets a document. If there are any changes found, it will update that document and then send it to you in a Slack message. So you could use this for monitoring your competitors. You could also use it if you're doing some general research as well. And Lindy AI also have this in a template that you can copy directly into your account. So the next one I found is really interesting. This AI agent is able to scan Hacker News, find the most interesting topics, and build a whole SaaS product for that particular topic. This one is well beyond the no-code landscape, but I did find it on Twitter and I thought it was very useful. There's a few other tools like Cursor AI, so I'm sure someone can work out the workflow from there. I found this use case on Twitter by Karen Vader right here. He's built it exactly as I described it. So it has a look on any interesting posts for Hacker News. And once it finds an interesting use case, it goes ahead and it's able to build an MVP product for this. This is currently done with a lot of code. So it's not on the no code scene, which is normally the route I go down. I haven't seen anyone attempt this without any code, but I'm sure you probably could by connecting Cursor AI and a few of those other tools together as well. I'm just going to put this one in as a scraping tool because you can use AI agents to scrape the web. So it's not one I've put in the content, but I've decided to add it in anyway. In this example, we have a LinkedIn scraper that we're looking at right here. And then you can use the data that it finds from LinkedIn to do things like enrich your leads, help you with your outreach, identify trends, and a few other things as well. But if you connect it to a few other tools like Apify, for example, then you can give it access to a whole host of other pieces of data that you can use to scrape, and you can scrape other pieces of information regularly as well. So that's scraping, and AI agents make scraping a whole lot easier than they did before. Okay, so that was the market research section done. Let's get into marketing and content. So first on our list for marketing and content is automating your social media. I've built an AI agent which can automate your Twitter, LinkedIn, and think of Instagram ideas for your social media based on your particular company in your brand voice as well. You can access the free template in the descriptions below. I'll show you how this one works now. But we have Shia, the social media agent. I have a few tools, so let's just see what I've done before. So earlier I asked it, can you brainstorm and schedule a few posts for me this week, please? It first started searching Perplexity AI and Google. These are two tools that I've asked it to use for inspiration and ideas on what's trending and what's worked. Then it delegates some of that work to the LinkedIn post creator who's going to wrap that LinkedIn post. It delegates some work to the Instagram crafter who's going to create the Instagram post. And then it does the same for Twitter as well. Once it's got all of those posts written, it schedules the posts on social media. In my example, I connected it with Buffer, so it uses that to schedule the posts. And then lastly, it's supposed to send me an email summary of what's happened, but there was an error, but it's a summary here anyway. So here is the post of LinkedIn. Here is Twitter, Instagram. It gives you an idea of the formats, and that is pretty much how that works as well. Okay, so for our next use case, this is another one I found on Twitter. And what this is able to do is it's able to analyze the ad performance across your various channels as well. What we could see here is an AI agent built by Romain Torres. And what it's doing is it's exporting the meta ads into a Google Sheet, analyzes the top performing ads, iterates on the hooks with ChatGPT, and then generates a few winners as well. So that's able to do all of that automatically. And Roman built this one with Arcad's AI, I believe, or maybe partly with Arcad's AI. I'm not sure what the rest of the flow used, but I imagine with a combination of ChatGPT operator, or there's also a few other AI agents you can access that can search the browser now as well. Some of them are Chrome extensions that you can take a look at. So I would definitely recommend that. If you don't want to go for the $200 price point with ChatGPT, there are a few Chrome extensions that I've seen coming out that are able to search the web as well. Our next one is a YouTube research AI agent. This was built by Seth Fowler on Twitter. It's more of a tool, but this is definitely something you can do with an AI agent. Essentially, you enter a YouTube link, it's able to generate a transcript, analyze a transcript, and then you can ask it various questions. It can also gather data insights. We'll look at what Seth Fowler has built here.
Case for this is if you are a football channel. So in my example, this is my football channel. I want to input it and I get data to see which one of my formats or videos are doing the best. And if there's any correlation to things like watch time, for example, you could also plot this to sort your formats. You may have to manually enter them, but for example, if you're a Minecraft channel and you want to sort your titles or your videos into groups, you could do a group for Minecraft, but you could do a group for becoming, you could do a group for upgrading to, for example. And then you can obviously plot that on a graph and see how each of those formats stack up in terms of performance.
So yeah, you get the point. It's able to look at the various formats and analyze them from there. If that is the type of AI agent you do want to see me build on this channel, let me know in the comments and I can make a video on how to do that. Okay, so next on our list is the SEO optimized blog writer designed by Scott Henderson. Thank you very much for building this template on Relevance AI. it can write you an SEO op blog post on any topic you want. So I'm going to put in what is the best microphone of 2025, and we can see it's working away. Okay, so it doesn't have access to, all right, can you write me a blog post on this? So it doesn't have access to the data, and it hasn't wrote a blog post, so I'm just going to be very specific with it now. Okay, so now it's writing the SEO optimized blog post. All right, and that is just moving along. Okay, so now what we can see is our fully optimized blog post, which we see right here, very lengthy as well, very detailed. So yeah, you'd be able to copy and paste that into your site, and then away you go from there. All right, so that was the marketing and content sections. Now we have the last part, which is the everyday operations. Next on our list is booking everyday flights. This one was done within ChatGPT Operator. What this particular user was able to do, so this was done by Roman Chung on Twitter, is based on budget and particular interests, is able to book flights. We could see here on the screen, he's entered a budget and a particular location that he's after. And now we could see it's gone in operator, so it's been blocked by Reddit, probably because it is actually a robot. Then it's going into Bing, as we can see, and it's searching around, and it's still searching around. Okay, I'm just gonna fast forward. Okay, and it's looking at some blog posts as well, so it's really doing this like a human would. Let's see the result. So yeah, then based on the result, it's given a long summary with some recommendations there as well. Okay, next on our list is the audio analyzer. Once you upload a piece of audio into it where someone is talking, is able to analyze the audio and give a summary of the point-by-point analysis of what they're talking about. So you could use this for podcasts, meetings with clients or customers, or if you're a student and lectures. I'll show you how that works now. Here is an audio I uploaded earlier. The audio was a tutorial on how to use Integromat. Integromat is what Make.com used to be. You can see their name wasn't as brand friendly as it is now with Make.com. Once I've uploaded that audio, despite the error that occurred here, it was still able to give a play-by-play analysis of what I said in the video. So I gave an introduction in how to use Integromat. I did mention an affiliate link where you can create automations with Google Sheets and Gmail. Despite that, it was still able to give a play-by-play of what I said in the video. That was the audio analyzer. And that was a template I found on Relevance AI. With Relevance AI, before you build anything, or especially if you're new, I would recommend looking around at the template section, because then you get an idea for how the AI agents are actually built, the thinking behind them, and you can start to build your own AI agents as well. Okay, and the final one is the linear sprint summarizer. So what you could use this AI agent for is essentially it can look at a whole host of tickets that you use for analyzing your sprint. You could use this in various platforms, and it can give you a summary of what's gone on with each of those tickets. I don't have anything plugged in here at the moment. It'll probably be more interesting if we just look at the core instructions. We can get an idea of how it works. So you can see the core instructions here. The job is to write summaries for the last sprints, and these are the tasks. So we could see here, if the start sprint date hasn't already provided, ask the user to date the sprint. So it's helping out with that sprint admin as well. It's able to summarize what's happening across team and order tasks as well. So, and then of course it says, please schedule this task to run every Friday. So this can help with the overall organization. Imagine this is something that could probably help with your product managers as well. That was the full list of the 25 use cases for AI agents. I hope this video was useful. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to hit subscribe, because I'll be having quite a few more videos about AI agents, building them out, and different types of use cases as well.